my channel for another pick a card reading that I have for you today. Today's reading is, what do they want? What does your person want from you? All right, so we'll be taking a look at that today. So you guys, the last few comments that I've been reading, you know, I went out and bought this new microphone, and y'all are telling me that you can't hear me. So I've switched to another one. So let's see if this one works and if the sound is better. Let me know if you're still struggling. But yeah, I was bummed to hear that I bought that microphone and it just doesn't seem to be working. So now I'm trying another one. Okay, so let's get into the piles that we have today for this reading. There's 3 piles, and I will insert an overhead so you can take a look at all 3 piles. Pile 1, you are looking at the green aventurine elephant. Pile 2, I believe this is blue aventurine, and this is the crescent moon. And pile 3, you are looking at the opal owl. So again, we're asking the question today, what is it that your person wants from you when it comes to this situation or this connection? Do what you need to do to pick your pile. If you're drawn to more than one, that's perfectly fine. That means that there's messages in the other piles that you may need to hear. And if nothing's resonating with you today, or you are not connecting with my energy, that is perfectly fine as well. You can just kindly back out. You can go check out one of my other readings that I have uploaded, or you can go check out the other amazing tarot readers that we have out there, because there are so many and they express themselves in different ways. The universe always wants to connect with you, so I'm sure there's somebody out there that will resonate with your situation. Right? These are general collective readings, so not every reading is going to resonate with you all the time. All right, so pick your pile and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. All right, you chose here this beautiful green aventurine elephant. All right, so this is going to be your reading for today. We are asking Spirit, what is it that your person wants from you at this time? Okay, so before we get started, let's just take a few moments to ground and clear our energies. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath for me at this time. I just want you to be still for a few moments, right? And I want to connect with your third eye chakra, because I want my inner intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear, that you need confirmation on. So I want you to say to yourself, pile 1 in your mind right now, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust my intuition always. Okay? So I'm just going to put your little elephant, your green aventurine elephant, over here. He can watch over us during the reading. I did pick some oracle cards, right, that we can start off with. And then we can take a look. I'm going to look at the tarot cards as well in conjunction. So let's take a look at the 3 oracle cards that we have for you today. Inner Child. All right, and I love the pictures. This is the Universal Love Oracle card deck. Aren't these beautiful pictures? Fruition. And this is card number 37, so the number 37 might resonate with you. That's the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And then the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. We have the card of purity here. All right. And then let me just draw some tarot cards as well. I am using the Ethereal Visions Tarot today. So this is for pile 1, please, Spirit. What does pile 1's person want from them at this time? What is it that they want? Pile 1, please. What does pile 1's person want? You have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and we have Temperance. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups with the 6 of Wands. Pile 1, what does your person want? I feel in the past, when it comes to your connection, I'm looking here at the Page of Cups along with the Inner Child card. And both of these cards really give me the energy of your person just looking for love, okay? But looking for love in a way that connects. There's an innocence that I'm feeling here. It's almost as if, and with this Inner Child card, and I do believe that your person is struggling to heal from some inner child wounds that they experienced when they were younger. Because of those wounds, I feel that they've just never received the emotional love that they were looking for. And with the Page of Cups here, there's just this need that your person really just craved. They craved wanting to express their love in a certain way that I feel that they were not able to do as they grew up as a child. And for whatever happened in their past, their background, I do feel that it masked them in a way that they felt that they were not able to express themselves the way they wanted to. And this really affected their authenticity. Because when I look at this card of Inner Child and you look at the 2 stars that are shining, you have this one here that sits on the throat chakra, and you have this one that's sitting here on the third eye. All right, the throat chakra is all about being authentic and being able to express yourself as who you are and being able to speak your truth. And I feel that your person, for whatever reason in their past, was silenced. All right. And because of this, I feel that they almost shut down and they were unable to follow through with listening and hearing their intuition, you know, and that's why that third eye chakra is lit up as well. I feel that there's an innocence here because this Page of Cups, when I look at it again, your person just wanted to extend this cup. I really feel that they're looking for this special kind of love, you know, so there's something inside of them that they're searching for, and yet they were not able to express themselves in this way. And when we turn now to the present energy, I'm looking at this Fruition card. All right, this card number 37 and the Queen of Swords. And a lot of times the Queen of Swords really gets, I feel like she receives a bad rap because she comes off as so cold and cool. Cool like a cucumber is what I'm thinking. Sometimes it's hard to see where this queen's emotions lie. But she's a queen just like anyone else. This is Libra energy here. And her main goal is always, you know, when I keep telling people in readings, whenever I see this Queen of Swords, it's about honest communication. This is the card about speaking your truth. And right now, I feel like this is what your person wants. They want to speak their truth to you. I feel like they've been going through a life wearing this mask, okay? Because they just felt like they weren't able to be who it was that they wanted to be as a child. And then as we grow into adults, this came with them. And yet for some reason with this connection between the two of you, there's an extreme amount of growth that is here with your person. And look at this full moon. So I feel that your person really encountered their emotions in some way when it came to you versus the other relationships that they have experienced with other people in their past. And because of this relationship, this connection, however you want to define it, when I look at, you know, this woman's, the fruit that is here, this is showing me, again, the growth and the expansion that your person has received when it comes to you. As I said, this is card number 37. Number 37 may resonate with you in some way, but when you reduce that in tarot, you reduce it to number 10. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And I do feel that your person feels like there's a destiny, there's a fate here when it comes to the two of you. And they realize that, okay? And with this Queen of Swords, her words are her weapons, okay? This queen is all about uncovering the truth, all right? She, when it comes to clarity, truth and clarity, she is no nonsense. So that's why sometimes she does get the bad rap, because she's not like the other queens that are more interested in being compassionate and understanding and loving and nurturing. She's all about truth. So she says things the way that she needs to in order to get to the bottom of things. And sometimes that does appear or come off as hurtful. But in reality, all she's looking for is truth and clarity. So what I'm feeling is, what does your person want now? They want to take this mask off and show you who they really are, because they feel in some way that they were drawn to you for a reason, so that they can actually experience this feeling of what it is actually like to be emotional and intimate and express themselves like they really are, like they really truly are with someone. And I feel like they've never really done that before. The future energies are showing me how this is bringing them so much healing. Look, we have the card of purity and we have the beautiful card of temperance here. There's a purity here with your person. They feel, there's this sense that they feel that they are healing since they've met you, that they are clearing themselves of some of these wounds that they've carried with them for such a long time. They feel the purity in this connection, in the sense that how amazing it is that you two connected, and that this has this is what's happening to them since they've met you, right? Temperance is all about balance, and it's about moderation, but it's this beautiful card of patience and timing. So I feel like this has been quite a journey for both of you. And I feel that because the overall energies, when I looked at the bottom of the deck, is we have the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. And I feel like this person has struggled for such a long time, because look at the 7 of Cups. Again, there's a mask here, you know, and I feel like your person is able to wear different masks in different situations. And it's not that they're doing it intentionally to be malicious, but I feel like this is because of this inner child wounding that, again, they just feel like they can't be who they truly are, and yet they experienced that with you. So I feel like for them, most of the time, they've been in the 6 of Wands energy, which is all about ego, and it's all about pride, and it's all about worrying what others think. You know, there's some kind of inner child wounding here where they ended up, what's the word I'm looking for? Like suppressing how they really feel or how they really want to be and express themselves. And they express themselves, it's almost like this chameleon energy based on who they're dealing with at the time. But with you, I feel like they want to take this mask off. You know, they want to remove this mask. They feel like they can be vulnerable with you, pile 1. They feel like they can be vulnerable with you. So that's what I feel your person, pile 1, is looking for. What do they want from you? They want to really be able to step into that energy of being authentic, because they feel also that you very much deserve that. All right, they feel that you deserve that. So before we close out with some oracle cards, let me just get a couple messages from your person. So let's take a look at Wild Heart messages here. What messages does pile 1's person have for them at this time, please? I am playing my cards close to my chest. Gosh, and I feel like they've done that for most of their life. And this is such an awakening experience for them, that to come across someone now in their life that they actually want to show those cards to somebody else. And I feel it's a struggle for them because they don't know how to. You know, they've been conditioned not to. Look at this. I need to be honest. Isn't that what this whole reading is about? They want to be honest with you. They really want to come forward and be honest with you. That's amazing. Oh, wow. I want to see you again. I really feel that they need to see you face to face to, and look at this. I'm addicted to outside validation, which is on the bottom of the deck, which is how I really see the 6 of Wands when this card comes up. I mean, it does have the positive energy of wanting victory and success, but with that then sometimes comes to people slipping too much into their ego and their pride, and you end up turning to that outside validation because you refuse to deal with what's going on inside. And I really feel like that's where your person is. Now, I do have these purple cards here. They're kind of like keywords. So let's just pick 3 of these to see what is standing out with your person at this time right now. Oh my gosh. I'm doing my reading here, and on my windowsill, they almost look like baby birds, like they're young, just came and sat here at my windowsill looking at me. 4 of them. That is just amazing. And birds are, I feel, you know, they're messengers of spirit. So let's see, what do we have here? Infatuated. They feel very infatuated with you, pile 1. Compassionate. I feel like they want to be compassionate with you as much as they felt that compassion from you. I feel like you have given them a lot of compassion. And then, ooh, telepathy. So it's very possible with this connection that the both of you experience telepathic communication with one another. On the bottom of the deck, we have understanding. So I feel like they feel that you are such a very understanding person, and that's why, you know, they're here in this position where they really want to come forward and be honest with you. So the last card that we have here is from the Moonology Manifestations, first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. And I do feel, and you know, and we're looking at the first quarter moon, but look, this is a full moon here that we're seeing, again, showing me the emotion that your person is feeling. We also have, you know, first quarter moon in Cancer. So it is possible that one or both of you are Cancer, and if not, it's just showing me right now the energy of emotions. Okay, that's what's strongly coming through. And before I close out the reading, let's get a twin flame angel number for you as advice. So take this how it resonates. It could have something to do with this reading, or it may just be a personal message with you. And that card flew out, so I'm going to take it because it's obviously meant for you. Card number 101. Caring for your overall health is a necessary tool on your journey. Love yourself a little bit more today. So Spirit is asking you, pile 1, as you are on this journey, with or without this person, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Put that energy into yourself, as this person needs to as well. Because when they are struggling with these inner child wounds, you can see that they are needing to come to terms with being able to be vulnerable with another person. And that's all about giving and receiving, because a relationship is based on giving and receiving. So if they are always taking and they have not been able to give, it makes it very one-sided, which is why they struggle when it comes to relationships. So this person is really working on their vulnerability, their self-worth, their insecurities, and at the same time, Spirit wants you to do the same, really work on yourself. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated. Another bird has just popped up to say hello to pile 1 here. Thank you all again for my returning subscribers and new ones. If you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. It really helps the growth. And I will talk to you again soon. Hello, pile 2. All right, you chose, I believe this is the Blue Aventurine Crescent Moon that I purchased not too long ago on one of my trips when I was away. It's beautiful. I love it. And this is going to be your reading today. We're asking Spirit about what does your person want right now when it comes to you in this connection or this relationship, this situation. All right, so before we get started, let's just take a moment to clear our energies and ground ourselves. So if you can just take in a deep breath for me at this time, pile 2. I just want you to clear your mind, and I want you to be still. All right, I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so I can bring you the messages that you need to hear at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust that my highest good is unfolding. All right, pile 2. So we're going to start out with some oracle cards and tarot cards. I'm going to use them in conjunction today, and then I do have one here at the end that we'll take a look at. I'm using the Ethereal Visions Tarot as well, but let's see what's coming through here. Okay, we have Universal Heart. This is from the Universal Love Oracle deck. We have the card of Resistance. And this is card number 25. So number 25 may resonate with you. And then we have Shadow Self. Okay. And then I'm going to get some tarot cards as well. So this is for pile 2 spirit. What does pile 2's person want? What do they want from them right now? What does pile 2's person want? The Eight of Wands. The Hanged Man. And the Knight of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands and the Hierophant. Pile 2, what does your person want from you? I feel when it comes to this pile, it's very difficult because your person is holding on to you and yet resisting you at the same time, right? I feel coming from past energies, you know, we're starting out with this card here of Universal Heart and the Eight of Wands. And I feel with the card of Universal Heart, you know, this almost gives me the energy of the tarot card of Judgment. I feel like the Universal Heart is about an awakening and really being open-minded to understand the bigger picture that we're talking about here when it comes to the universe, when it comes to this 3D material world, and realizing that there is energy and force beyond what just goes on right in front of us. And it's being, you know, it's about making that choice, right? With the card of judgment, in being able to hear that call and being awakened to it. So I feel when the two of you first met, there was something fast and furious here with this group, because we start out with the Eight of Wands, and that is a swift, fast movement. So I feel when the two of you met, when you connected, there was something that changed rapidly, okay? Also with the Eight of Wands, this does represent travel for me, okay? So it is possible that this group has a lot of you could be in a long distance relationship. We also have overall energy as the Two of Wands, so, and that always shows me that that can be something where the two of you are miles apart or overseas, not within the same geographical location, but something fast and furious happened here. And I feel that it was quick and it was powerful. And I feel for you, Pile 1, that you were open to this experience where I feel that your person is struggling. All right, they're struggling. They're struggling to accept what is being presented to them. And I feel with the Universal Heart, they sort of know it. Like, I feel that like something is going on within their mind where they are either receiving signs and synchronicities, or something is making them to keep wondering why they feel so drawn to you, why there's this magnetic connection to you. And yet at the same time, they're struggling to move forward and change. So when we ask that question, what is it that they want from you? I do feel that the big answer at this time is patience. It's patience, because I feel that when we look at the present energy, we first have this card here of resistance, all right? This is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. And what I'm seeing is you're looking at this hand where this person is holding on tightly because they do not want to let go, okay, of where they currently are. I feel that there's too much, there's a lot of fear here that they're not ready, you know, to surrender and accept what it is that they're feeling, what they're experiencing. You know, we have this crescent moon, which we started out with, and the crescent moon is in this picture where, you know, I'm not looking at a full moon where this person is fully emotional and dealing with their emotions and dealing with the changes that might be coming their way. They're trying really hard. And yet, you know, to keep this closed, you know, they don't want what they have right now. They are not ready to let that go. And yet I do feel that there's a lot of growth within this person, because look at the greens and the birds that surround this fist. There's growth here. There's this potential for your person to grow and transform and even become a better version of themselves. But they're still struggling. They're still struggling. And even when you look at the Hanged Man, usually a lot of times in the Hanged Man card, you know, the man is just, or woman is just hanging, because this is a card about letting go and looking at things from a higher perspective, right? Taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture. This is sometimes about surrendering and just letting things flow naturally, letting the universe or the divine take over. But look at this person here. I feel, see how they're still struggling. They're not in a relaxed position. They're still struggling, where I feel that there is this resistance here within them. And I do feel with this pile that it is because they're not ready. Look, when I look at the future energies here, to face their shadow self, I feel like they're still not ready to look at themselves and see where things can be changed within them. All right. You know, again, we only have a crescent moon here. And even though there's this girl that's looking up and she's very drawn to the moon, it's not full, you know. And we all have a shadow self. But yet I feel that this group, this person struggles with their shadow side. They're afraid to... I mean, I get this feeling like they know what their shadow side is, and yet there's this resistance here where they feel that they don't need to make changes to it yet. So that's where the struggle is. And there's this Knight of Wands who shows the passion. You know, the Knight of Wands is very passionate, but this energy is very risky. It's impulsive. It's almost reckless. So I do feel that, you know, your person is struggling to resist and even let go of this shadow side of their self. And I feel that they stay in this shadow side again because they're not ready to accept this universal heart and being open. You know, it's almost like I feel like they're struggling to accept spirituality. So this can be a group where maybe spirituality was never part of their life. Something that they never really, you know, took to or was part of it. And now, you know, you, I feel like, have come into their life, and something is very fast that happened here. And there's something very triggering. Maybe it's even something that you said to them, because the Eight of Wands does represent communication. You may have even had a conversation with them talking about spiritual connections or divine intervention, something to that fact. And I feel like that just totally basically blew your person out of the water. It made them feel very uncomfortable, very uneasy. And because of that, they closed up. You know, like they're in this resistance. And that's why we're looking at this hand that is so tightly shut. You know, they don't want to, they're not ready to be open to that yet. And because of that, they stay in this shadow self. And they could be even trying, you know, to not face this type of awakening by being involved in possible addictions or something that is not healthy for them. Their boundaries may not be healthy. They may be into certain addictions, alcohol, drugs, sexual addictions that make them feel better, all right, but doesn't place them anywhere near having to visit what is beyond what they are dealing with right now here on earth. I do feel that there's a higher spiritual learning that is meant for this person. We have the Hierophant here, and this is Taurus energy coming through, but this is all about a higher learning. And I do feel with your person, this is meant to be, and they're struggling with you because there's that, I feel with you, Pile 2, that there's this really magnetic pull here with this universal heart, and yet they're trying so hard not to deal with you. And this number 25 here reduces to 7, which is the Chariot. And that's a spiritual card in itself, okay? Because that reduces to number 7. 7's a very spiritual number, especially the Chariot, which is a card about making a decision to move forward. And I feel that's about making a decision to move forward with this decision of accepting that there is a bigger picture here. And yet your person is refusing to make that decision. Nonetheless, I do feel that there's unfinished business here with the two of you, because we have the Two of Wands. So I do feel that you are on their mind constantly. Like, you are part of this. And even though they are resisting you, and I feel like in this 3D world, it may come across that they are resisting you, it's a struggle for you, because I do feel that they think about you all the time. And with this magnetic pull and this energetic connection that the two of you have, you feel that. So it comes across as you think that they are finished with you or they want nothing to do with you, and yet you feel the presence of their energy all the time. So it's very hard, because I feel that you're constantly wondering, like, well, what gives? What is it? What do you want? Do you want me or not? And the thing is they are in this struggle because they can't help but want you, because of how strong this pull is due to this universal heart. But yet the present energy is showing me is that they're still not ready. They're still struggling terribly with this. Okay. So that is what your person wants. I think your person wants from their higher self patience and space, perhaps. You know, you may need to let this person go so that they can experience this awakening and accept it when they're ready. And you can't change a person, so this person may never be ready. So I think that's something that you have to face, pile 2, in yourself. But it's not that they don't feel drawn to you. They feel that very strongly. It's very intense for them. But they're not ready. They're not ready to be open and accept it. So I feel that they stay in this shadow self in order to almost, I feel, numb themselves away from having to deal what it is that they're actually feeling here. But they numb themselves so that they do not have to feel this. And that's why I feel like we're looking at crescent moons in this reading as what am I trying to say? Compared to pile 1, where we were looking at the full moons and taking on that full emotion. This person is trying to shut that down right now. So let's get some messages from your person. So for pile 2, what messages does pile 2's person have for them at this time? I want to be close to you. It's, yeah, like they can't help it. They want to be close to you. And that's why this energy is still so strong and why you can feel it, pile 2. But yet they're fighting it in this 3D world. I am so proud of you. So I do feel that there's this sense that they really do look up to you, pile 2. And they admire you very much, even though they themselves are struggling. You know, I feel like they look at you because you are very open to this experience. And it blows their mind because this is something that they never looked at before. This is something I feel like they just never thought about before. And now that they're faced with this and they feel so uncomfortable, and yet they look at you because they feel like, wow, she just accepts this. He or she accepts this without so openly. I miss you every single day. On the bottom of the deck, this seems too good to be true. And that could be part of what they're fighting as well. That, you know, they never believed, I feel, that they could experience something that they feel with you in this 3D material world. I feel like they never believed that this is possible. And so their way of dealing with this is by not believing and being resistant towards it because of the fear of feeling that if they let go of the string, they're just going to fall. They're just going to fall, and they're just going to end up being hurt. And it's something that they're not ready to deal with that yet. So I have these messages here that I wrote up. They're kind of like keywords. So let's just see where your person is right now. What comes up or anything additional. Look, guarded, very guarded, right? This person's very guarded. That's why their hand's not open. They're in a fist. I'm not letting this, I'm not letting you win. I'm not letting you in. I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to be the one to fall from this. Authentic. I feel that this pile, they refuse to want to see the authenticity of this connection, of this situation at this time. And look at this, you know, this flipped over magnetic, what I said from that universal heart. They feel it though. And that's why, you know, but you see what's on the bottom of the deck here? Mystery. This is too much of a mystery for them. And I feel like at this time, with the moon here, you know, the moon can show you fears because of the fears of the unknown. And with this mystery, I feel that it's too much of a fear. Like there's a fear here within your person because they don't know what's on the other side. And that scares them too much. And they're not ready to dive deep. All right. This is someone that I feel is still kind of on the surface of looking at things when it comes to where they are in life. We have the card here, full moon in Gemini. All right, embrace the flow of life. And I do feel that, you know, that is meant towards your person because they're holding on too tight. You know, they're trying to remain in control of the situation instead of letting things just go peacefully and going with the flow and being open and accepting what they're experiencing. And instead they keep it, you know, they keep everything closed as tight as they can. So to close out the reading, I'm going to get a twin flame angel number for you, pile 2. And this is your advice from the universe for today. Take it how it resonates. It can have something to do with this reading, or if they feel that there's something that you need to focus on, then they want you to know that. All right, so let's take a look at your twin flame number for today. Ooh, 717. An encounter with your twin flame could be on the horizon. So this very much can be a twin flame journey. So if you were looking for that confirmation, there it is. 717 may resonate with you, but this can just be showing me how difficult it is when you have that connection with someone, when one person is very open to exploring this and the other one is not. All right, it definitely shows the ebbs and flows of how difficult the twin flame journey can be. All right, pile 2, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you. Thank you all to my returning subscribers, and for always being here and sending, you know, your vibes and your beautiful energy. It's so much appreciated. And for those of you that are new, welcome to this channel. If you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. All right, that's a great way for an energy exchange. And I hope to see you again at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. You chose for your reading today. Look, this beautiful, can you see it? This opal owl. He's the cutest. He is one of my latest pieces that I've purchased recently. Owls are very important to me. They are one of my spirit animals, and receive a lot of signs from them when I need to. So I'm very grateful for this little guy that I added to my collection. Pile 3, we're asking today, what is it that your person wants from you? Okay, so we're going to ask that question and see what we find out. Before we get started though, let's just take a few moments to clear your energy, ground yourself. So pile 3, can you take in a deep breath for me? And I just want you to be still. I want you to clear your mind. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear today. So I want you to connect to your third eye chakra. So in your mind, I want you to say to yourself, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust the guidance that my third eye gives to me. Okay, so I am using the Ethereal Visions Tarot today, and we are starting off with some oracle cards in conjunction with the tarot cards, and then we will also close with some oracle cards as well. All right, so let's take a look at these first 3 oracle cards to see what is coming through here. Wow, forgiveness. This is from the Universal Love Oracle deck. Love these pictures. Darkness. That is from Queen of the Moon. Compassion. Interesting. And then I'm going to get some tarot cards as well. So this is for pile 3 spirit. Pile 3's person. What do they want? What is it that they want from pile 3 at this time? What is it that they're looking for right now when it comes to this relationship, this connection, this situation? Pile 3. The Ace of Swords. The 8 of Cups. The 2 of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Oh, pile 3, your person, what do they want from you at this time? They want forgiveness. They want forgiveness because I feel, you know, we're starting out, when I'm looking at the past energies here, we have this card, the beautiful card here of forgiveness, and we have the Ace of Swords. And what I'm feeling is that, I feel that your person, from your past situation or the background of this story, whatever happened here, didn't have the clarity, didn't have the awareness at the exact moment that I feel they needed to. And because of that, something happened in this situation where they either didn't act with integrity, or they didn't do something that you were hoping that they would have done, or they didn't say something that you were hoping they would have said, which I feel led to you having to either walk away from this situation. And it wasn't until I feel that change of the two of you parting, that clarity was reached with your person. Because when we're looking at the Ace of Swords, this is about the energy of a new beginning. You know, it's a gift from the universe. It's a gift from spirit, where if the energies are in the right alignment, there's this potential here for this new beginning. And I feel very much that something happened between the two of you where you just feel that your person wasn't there for you in the way that you thought that they would have been. And it wasn't until this, I feel, a separation here that occurred. It wasn't until I feel like your person realized that you walked away for whatever reason, whether you had to, you needed to, that this clarity was reached. You know, it took some time to realize, I feel, how they either mistreated you or how they hurt you in some way. And because of that, now when we're looking at this present energy, you know, we're looking here at this card, which is showing me the darkness, right? And this is card number 40. So 40 may resonate with you, but that reduces to 4, right, in tarot, which is the Emperor. And I feel that there's this feeling here that your person, it's almost like as if they reached that clarity, that they realized that they were your emperor, or they knew that you looked up to them as that emperor, that divine masculine energy, and that they let you down. And because of that, because of realizing that, it has sent them into a dark place. From looking at this card, now I do feel that they're trying to find their way back to the light, because the path is, you know, there is light from this moon. So they are trying to find their way back from whatever experience it is that occurred here between the two of you. But I feel that they are still struggling with themselves, in forgiving themselves and giving themselves the compassion that they need to be able to learn from this and do the right thing. When I'm looking at future energies here, I feel that with the Two of Swords and this compassion card, and looking at both of them, your person is just having a terrible time being able to face you. You know, we look at the Two of Swords, the woman, she has the mask on here, and the Two of Swords is all about an indecision, you know, not being, you know, it's about keeping your head in the sand and not being able to pick your head up and deal with reality and deal with the situation in the way that it should be dealt. And even with this card here of compassion, this woman, like, she's lying here naked, which is showing me how vulnerable and how this person truly really realizes the extent of either how they hurt you or what they were not able to do for you at the time that it was most needed. But their head, like even this woman's head, it's down facing the ground. Like I'm feeling that your person wants, what do they want from you at this time? They want and are seeking your forgiveness, but yet they're still, it's almost like they're hating themselves or despising themselves for the way they treated you, and yet they can't bring themselves to look at you. And I feel that the situation is calling for them, in order to heal, to be able to pick their heads up, right? To be able to level level up to you to do what needs to be done in order to heal, so that both of you can move on in the situation. And however that may be, whether you are meant to, stay connected or not. I'm just saying that overall, the past situation, whatever happened in your scenario, they are really beating themselves up for it. And I feel that you may not think that they are doing that, because when I'm looking at the overall energies here, I'm looking at this Six of Wands. And this is my pride and ego card. This is about public recognition, victory, and success. So I feel when it comes to the public eye, this person puts on the persona that everything's fine or nothing bothers them, or they may just be going on with their life, and you may feel that whatever happened here between the two of you does not affect them, and when in fact that's not the case. Because we also have the Six of Swords here. So we have two cards of six representing unconditional love, representing love and emotions. And I feel like this has very much affected your person. And I feel that your person really wants to move on to calmer waters. They're tired of feeling this tumultuous emotion inside of them, this rockiness. And this is a card about moving on to something better, but very, very much moving on with a very heavy heart here, because healing is required because of whatever happens in this situation. And yet I feel like this healing is very struggling, because your person's trying to move on without facing you. And I feel that that's not the direction here that Spirit is looking for them to go. All right. Because we have the Ace of Swords here showing me there is this potential for a newness to regain the clarity and closure that is needed, but it's not going to happen by keeping your head down, by remaining in this darkness. This darkness card right now almost shows me that they're hidden, that they're hiding from you. So it's very possible in this present moment that they are not showing themselves. They are in hiding, or they're not facing you. Maybe you've reached out to them and they're not returning your calls or your messages, or there's something here where they're hiding, and you may feel because of this persona that they're being stoic and everything is fine. But in reality, I feel like their world right now is very tumultuous because of the internal conflict that they're dealing with inside because of this situation. And I feel like they've been struggling with this for a while. So for some of you, this isn't just an incident that happened a week ago, that this is something that they've been struggling with and they've been trying their hardest to recover from. And they feel that by staying away, by this walking away, because of whatever happened, that they will recover. But I don't feel that is what the lesson is here that Spirit's trying to get them to learn, right? Spirit is trying to get them to face, all right? And we're all human here. We all make mistakes. So I feel that there's also this lesson here for them that they have to be able to forgive themselves, and have compassion for themselves for whatever it is that they did or did not do when it came to you in your situation. But at the same time, then you have to be able to love yourself enough to pick your head up, but also level up, right? And carry on and do what is right. And I feel that's where your person is stuck right now. Okay? So what does your person want from you at this time? They want forgiveness. They want forgiveness and compassion from you. But at the same time, they're trying to, I feel like they're trying to accomplish that without having to face you. And because of that, that's why this cycle is lasting much longer. And maybe that's because this is a karmic cycle. Maybe this is how they've always handled situations in the past, okay? By not dealing with things, by avoiding conflict or conversations that really have to deal with going deep and in-depth emotions and hurt, okay? Maybe that's how they've always dealt with this from either past lives or even as a child. They were taught to brush things off instead of really having to face things when a tough situation occurs, you know, when it's really time to face your person and look them in the eye. Maybe they've always, you know, they've run from that. Maybe this is a person that's known for ghosting people and disappearing instead of just being able to stand up and face what they are supposed to face. And I feel like, you know, this connection between you and your person, you know, you are here to change that within your person as much as you feel hurt from this. But I feel that you are here because this situation, whatever occurred with you, has really brought to light here, really brought to light for them how I feel like however they handle situations when they get deep or emotional, that the way they handle them is always by moving away, okay? Traveling, running away. You know, this could be a person that has just even encountered a lot of travel. Maybe they've moved a lot from place to place, even because they pick up and move when they feel like things are no longer working in a certain situation instead of kind of facing it head on. It's also possible here with that Six of Swords, there could be a long distance relationship between the two of you, because the Six of Swords can represent some sort of travel. If that doesn't resonate, there's definitely a journey, a travel here involved with this person. In order to realize, like, you see this bunny here in the dark, this rabbit. It's all about this rabbit coming into the light and facing the light. And I feel like that's where your person is when it comes to this journey that they are on. Let's get some messages from your person at this time. So for pile 3 spirit, what messages does pile 3's person have for them? Messages from pile 3's person. I am flattered by your attention. And I do feel that this is referring to that perhaps your person is very humbled by the fact that with this Ace of Swords, that you've been either very truthful or authentic in this situation. And I feel that they're flattered in the fact that you are able to do it so easily and they are not. I feel also that they find you to be extremely beautiful. And with this forgiveness card, I do feel that, I feel like they're flattered in the fact that someone like you, like they feel like they would never expect someone like you to give them the time of day in some way. I need to be honest. Wow. This came out in pile 1, so you may want to revisit that pile. It's very interesting. It even came out in the exact same spot. A little bit different in the reading, but the message here is still clear that the way your person is handling the situation is showing me that they're not being authentic with themselves or with you in this situation. So I'm not surprised that this card has come out at all. Look at this. I am so proud of you. There's something here where they really look up to you. They're flattered by you. They're so proud of you. Look, you are teaching me how to love. See, I feel like they really, I feel that they are learning a lot from you, whether you realize it or not. They are learning a lot from you. And you're helping them to grow, whether you realize it or not. But they're still struggling with the fact that they need to face you in order to be able to move on and just feel better about themselves. You know, I feel like they're struggling, like they really want to feel better. And yet, this is what I feel holds them back. So I do have these purple cards here with these keywords. Let's see if we get additional messages or what else it is you need to know in regards to your person. I see one flew out. Oh, mystery. I feel that they see you as a mystic. I feel that they see you as a healer, as a mystic, as a nurturer. And I feel that's why they're really struggling and giving themselves such a hard time when it comes to the situation, because I feel that you are a very compassionate person and you have been very honest with them. So I feel that they truly, I don't feel that they ever truly intended to hurt you. And the way the situation unfolded, if they could go back now and change it, they would. But I feel that they find that you are a very unique soul. And they've learned a lot from you. Resisting. Yeah, there's something here, like they're resisting to face you. They just don't want to face you. It's like they're afraid, and then passion just flew out. So I feel like there is passion here. And look at this on the bottom of the deck, radiance. Yeah, I do feel like, you know, you're very radiant to them. You shine this light, okay? You shine this light, and I feel because of that, you know, this is why they feel so dark. So I do feel in one way that they're afraid to face you because they don't want this light to go away. They don't want your light to go away. And I just feel like if they show you and come clean, whatever they need to be honest about, you know, that you won't look at them in the same way. And I feel like for some reason that would really break them, even though I don't feel that for most of you. For most of you, I feel that for most of you watching this, you are a very compassionate and understanding group. So I don't see that that's the way that you would treat them. I feel that that is how your person, though, thinks you would see them. All right, so let's get your Moonology Manifestations. Wow, look at this. Full moon in Aquarius. Be real. You know, this is calling for someone to be real. And I very much feel that that's your person. You know, that's what universe, that's what Spirit's trying to get your person to do here. To be real. To be real and to be honest. All right, so let's close out with a twin flame angel number. This is a message for you, pile 3. Take it how it resonates. It may have to do with this reading, or it's something that Spirit, the universe just wants you to know at this time. Something that you need to be aware of. All right, so for pile 3, please, Spirit. What is it that they need to know right now? All All right, so you received the number 105, so take it how it resonates. Your intuition is divinely guided, so trust all that you are being shown at this time. All right, so I do believe that this connection, that you, pile 3, are divinely guided. I believe that the universe is watching this connection. They are telling you to trust in what is happening. Everything happens for a reason. Everything that you are seeing and witnessing, okay, there's a reason for it, all right? And you need to trust and believe in that at this time. So if you're having any reservations, you know, perhaps you're, you know, even with the situation, you might be in the mindset that this person just completely, the way that they acted or whatever they did, that they do not care about you. And I feel like that's not the case at all. But this is where your person is in the journey of their life. And this is their big lesson for them, being able to level up. With the 6 of Wands card here, I do have this strong feeling like there's something here about ego and pride when it comes to your person that perhaps in life, I almost get this feeling like, and it's not that your person feels like they're great, because I feel like there's such a struggle here. But I do feel that your person may be one that has experienced that people always come to them. You know, they're used to that. So depending on whether this is man or woman, like maybe women always, you know, chased after them, or it was the women that always came to them, or the men that always came to them, you know, and vice versa, especially when I look at some, because there is some ego here saying, I'm flattered by your attention, you know. I feel that there's something with pride that is, you know, I feel like your person's allowing pride to get in the way of this situation. And I feel like they're used to people coming to them, and maybe in life they're not used to having to level up and go to other people. And I'm not saying that to be cruel, and I'm not saying that this person is mean, you know, and they do it to be malicious. I feel like that's just the way it's been for them. They may have this energy of just people are attracted to them, and, you know, they've never had to be the one to come forward and express themselves or level up, and it's very hard for them to do. And I feel like this is why this card is here, is because their lesson is all about becoming more real when it comes to their relationships. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading here. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers who are always here giving me your energy. It's so beautiful. And if you are new, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification icon, that little bell, so that you know when I'm uploading the latest content. All right, so thank you, and I'll see you at the next reading.